Like most everybody else, when we go on vacation, we end up taking a ton of pictures. The places we go, the landmarks, the food we're eating, the people we meet, friends, family, everything. You're probably the same way. Pictures of your kids, your pets that you take, the places you go. We collect those memories with pictures. And sometimes, when we really, really love those pictures, we put them on the wall. In our homes, in our offices, we put them on the desk. We put them places to remember those great moments. But what about the other moments on the vacation? What about getting in the argument about getting lost on the road trip, or the kids crying until they get sick, or the dog just getting sick in the back of the car, the bad hotel room, the bad night's sleep, Wally World being closed once you get there? What about those hard times? I mean, not even in vacation, but in life. That's not usually the stuff we take pictures of. Birthday dinners, graduations, weddings. Not arguments. Not divorces. Not the passing of a loved one. Those aren't moments we usually want to bring the camera out, because if we're honest, those aren't usually the memories we want to carry around with us. So what do we do? What do we do with those difficult moments? Those moments that we know are important, but we know very well we don't want to hang on the wall.
So there was, on one day, might have been a couple of weeks ago or a month ago, it was in April, my class and I, both my teachers, in a class called Study Strategies. It's a class for kids who need a little more guidance in certain areas. And the one thing that I need guidance in is my anxiety. I struggle a lot with anxiety, and so this day we all went up to SCC, which is Scottsdale Community College, where I will be attending next fall. And I had forgotten to take my medication that day, and everything was going great. We took our placement test. Then there was a point while we were still there where I started getting nervous, and there was a lot of kids. Everything was just so overwhelming. So I was all right, but then once my mom picked me up from school, on the way home, I just completely lost it. I was crying, I couldn't breathe, and I didn't have such a hard panic attack in a long time, but this was the first in a long time. And I calmed myself down. I went to go see this lady I see. She helped me, so everything I assumed would be okay the next day. The next day, I go to school, and I had taken my medication, but I had 2 huge panic attacks in my first and second hour at school. And a couple girls helped me, but I wasn't breathing, I was crying, I couldn't do it. I went to the nurse, I calmed myself down, she helped me, everything was alright, but I did have another one, but I was still nervous. It was hard, because I was thinking, once I saw the whole thing of college, I knew there were a lot of changes coming, and I've never been very well with change. But so it was very hard for me to see all that and really take it in all at once.
Paul wrote about transformation in Romans 12 because he knew transformation firsthand. We see in the book of Acts, when he was Saul, He chased after other Christians to have them arrested and beaten and killed. For him to become the Paul that we know now, the Paul that wrote most of the New Testament, he had to go through an enormous change. The change was not easy for him. Unlike most of us, he stuck a lot of that change in his letters, almost like sticking them on the walls of his house so that everyone could see. And he knew it was important because he knew there would be generations of young Christians coming behind him who would need to see that the pain and the challenges of life aren't the end of the story. But those painful moments, those challenging moments, those awkward moments, those are the moments when, if we choose to use them, we learn to be better. We learn to be a better human being.
So, with this whole experience, it changed a lot of the ways I thought about college. I know I'm not going out of state or anything like that. I'll still be at home, and I know it might sound silly that we got so upset over something like that, but I am really happy that it happened because it made me realize how lucky I am to have a really supportive family, an amazing church, and having God protect me, and just having that realization that no matter what, God will be there, and that there's nothing that he and I can't handle together every day. And another thing is I realized that it's part of just growing up, and now that I'm 18, I've turned 18 a couple of days ago, and now I feel as if now being at this age, I can really see things different, and now that when I go, I can be confident and more comfortable with the whole idea of college.
So here's how we're going to leave this one. May you know that the stuff that you hang on your walls is beautiful. And you should cherish that. But sometimes the stuff that makes us the most who we really are is the stuff that we're never going to hang on a wall. But we still shouldn't be ashamed of it. Be bold to walk in the challenges of life. Don't go alone, and share your story. Amen.